Today is one of those ramble chats about plant life. As much as I don't want to be scripted,
I do have a little bit of notes
that I want to talk about today. I just can't help myself. I can't help it. Something interesting is happening to the plant room right now. Some of my worst plants are waking up. It is so great to see. Spring is definitely on its way. Spring is always my favorite season now. Since I've moved here from Florida, I can appreciate the seasons. But spring in the plant room always feels like everything's getting a renewal, everything's getting a second chance. A few weeks ago, I would have told you that these plants were done. A lot of them are alocasias. And I have definitely taken these alocasias for granted because I've always told myself I'm just not good with alocasias. And now there's just some alocasias that, of course, these alocasias are in the grow cabinet. They're just looking better. They're waking up. They're growing. I'm very much impressed. I'm very glad to see that because it made me feel a lot better about plant care in general. Before all this, the leaves, I had to cut everything back. Everything looked rough. And again, I told myself I was just not good with alocasias. And I kind of assumed my neglect and winter had just taken them out completely. But no, they're coming back. Very exciting. And also, some of my Hoyas are starting to wake up. There's like new growth points, peduncles, new leaves. I am so happy. This room has life again. Oh my gosh. You guys know what I've been going through with my Hoyas and the dry rot. When I felt a little down about the whole plant room in general, you guys know, you saw in the videos that I shared before this of my struggling Hoyas, you guys definitely felt it in my voice. I was very kind of taking everything personally, but I'm kind of over it now. I know that they're going to revive, especially that there's all this new growth right now. It's so funny how plants can definitely surprise us and bounce back, but not every plant is doing well. I do have some plants that's probably on its way out. I have one plant that I've actually deliberately neglected, and let me get that plant for you. This is the plant. There is a new leaf. Again, surprise, surprise, surprise. Plants can surprise you. And this is an Anthurium forgetii, and I actually like it. I just didn't have the capacity to take care of it. And now that I'm feeling a lot better and doing better altogether, I am going to take care of this. We're probably going to just chop and propagate. I have a few that I could propagate and then, give some plants away if people want it. But I am going to revive this plant again. I'm going to intentionally revive it. This Anthurium forgetii is definitely one plant that just refused to die. And I'm grateful for it. I'm going to bring it back. I promise. It'll be a separate video. Funny thing is that Anthurium forgetii is one of my favorite Anthuriums because the leaves are a lot darker than some of the Anthuriums I have. So, which is kind of weird. I neglected one of my favorite plants. I mean, yeah. I swear, like, does my plant care, I feel like sometimes my plant care can reflect on how I take care of myself, which is not good. Maybe it's just a personality thing. I don't know. I feel like I need to get better about taking care of myself, but I don't want the way I take care of my plants to reflect on how I take care of myself. Let's not talk about how I take care of myself. Anyway, I love how plants can surprise us the way they come back. When you think they're completely goners, they come back. I'm going to talk about some life lessons right now. I think I need to apply how plants can come back into my own life. I am turning 50 next year. I say like 50 as it's like this large number. I don't mind aging. I don't mind the aging process. Have I lived my best life? I have struggles. There are still a lot of things I'm working on. I want to do better. I mean, it's still all just part of life where we have struggles and we're working through things. Like nothing's ever perfect. Not our plants are not perfect. We're not perfect. Like what we do is never perfect. I think that's something else plants can teach us and teach me, of how we can appreciate imperfections, how we can bounce back, how we can still thrive even though we've gone through some struggles. How do you feel about spring? Because I am from Florida, and before Florida, I lived in the Caribbean. We didn't have a spring. Until I moved here in the Midwest is when I'm able to have seasons and appreciate it. But spring is just the best. Now, we can't grow outside yet until I think it's like after Mother's Day. That's the rule. But I am going to be starting outdoor garden for spring and summer, and I'm excited to do that again. Yeah, how do you guys feel about your plant room in spring? How's your plants? I mean, do you guys have plants that look like this? That's, you know, near death, and then you're gonna intentionally bring it back to life because, I mean, oh my gosh, really? How did I let this plant get this bad? I have other plants that's a little bit near like this one, but this is the worst one. And a lot of them are my anthuriums. I have definitely put the anthuriums on a back seat, and yeah, I am still in the middle of a reset in this room. The next video coming out on this channel, you will see, it's going to be the IKEA cabinet reset, and I have finished it yesterday. I will be filming on like a reveal on it today so I can post it as the next video. This video was not on my list to do today, but I sat down with my coffee and I'm like, I think I want to chat. We're going to chat about plants and chat about life and chat about spring. I feel like this year I want to do a little selling of plants. I did want to sell like 2 summers ago, I did want to sell plants. And that was one of my goals, is to sell my plants in a plant room as a way to manage it. But I was going to a place to do it, and I had a farmer's market already like laid out and everything. But then Lobo got sick and started having seizures, so we couldn't leave him. And that dream kind of just went away. And then I was just thinking, like, I'm kind of glad I didn't sell my plants, but now I think I want to just like manage my collection as a way to share my plants, to make a little money on the side, since I have the time right now. But I've never really wanted to make like, to be one of those person that sell plants to make all this money. I don't want that, but I do want to make some money if I do sell plants. But I don't know, I'm in thinking about it still, trying to process it, but we'll see where it's gonna go, because I've gotten a few comments like as of recently, if I was going to be selling my plants this year. And I'm like, not really, but what am I going to do with them when I do have to cut it back? I can propagate and see if it'll grow and possibly sell, especially my begonia palensis. That plant definitely will be needing a chop in summer, and I don't want to throw it away. Anyway, what else? This is what happens when you come to one of my rambles. I ramble about a bunch of stuff. The other thing that's happening in my head right now is kind of like the thought of when you do a journey alone, you kind of don't want to do any kind of journey alone. I love that when like this journey, this plant journey, I am not doing it alone. Yes, I do kind of upload. I talk to myself, I talk to a camera, and I upload and then wait for feedback. I do get feedback, but there are times in this journey where, I mean, I talk to my husband about plants and he's like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. I showed him some of my Hoyas yesterday and he's like, what's wrong with this one? I'm like, no, nothing's wrong with it. That's variegation. He's like, okay. All right, bye. Having like somebody in the journey with you is such a gift. I do have that gift. I have a friend that I met on Instagram. Her name is Daphne. And I have a friend that I met on YouTube, Natalie. I have two friends that I'm kind of doing this plant journey with. And, you know, it's been great having that kind of companionship in the journey. And like we kind of always want that buddy to be in a journey with us. Like I mean, sometimes it's good to do a hobby alone, you know. I'm actually doing like it's not junk journaling. I don't know, it's like not junk journaling, it's not stamp collecting, but it's kind of stamp collecting. I've been collecting just scraps and making it into stamps and putting it in a journal. So I have January done and February. I didn't really have a lot for February, but I have some that I'm going to cut out. And this has been fun. I mean, this is definitely something you do alone, but not every journey you want to do it alone. No. I think like the part of the joy of any kind of journey is having somebody with us. I'm thankful I have that, and now I have YouTube. But are you like, I hope you're not doing this journey alone. And if you are, reach out to me on Instagram. We'll chat. We'll have a little chat about plants. I don't think it's fun when you're doing a journey like this alone. Because like when it comes down to plants, there's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of letting go. There are so many things that you do with your plants that kind of relate to your life and relate to yourself. That's the other thing I like about this plant niche is the community it gives. I feel like the learning, the struggles, we kind of all do it together. I mean, that is what I see on my YouTube page. We're kind of in it together. And I'm seeing that more now than last year, and I'm very thankful for it. I mean, some of the comments that's coming in, I had no idea you guys struggled with the same thing that I'm struggling with. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, there are times that we do feel a little bit like we're in it alone, and I want to kind of open up the space to show that we are in it all together. I think that is something that maybe somebody else might need to know that we're in it together. And I know I needed that a few weeks ago, and I'm thankful for it. This whole ramble video, I am going to edit this video and see if I can make this a little shorter because I rambled for about 30 minutes. And yeah, you don't need to hear me ramble about nothing for 30 minutes. So the whole point of this video is to point out that spring is coming. The plants are starting to wake up again, and maybe a lot of us are waking up as well, because I am. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm ready to do this journey so much better, and I'm excited that you guys are a part of it. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember you are loved. I do want to apologize for the random thoughts that I have going on today. These videos I know are not going to do great on YouTube. I don't care. I have these thoughts, and I kind of now want to just put them on video. If in case it resonates with anyone, great. If it doesn't, I hope you're still here for my channel. Bye.